Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street, in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private blockchain companies, the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators, bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. We're all getting older, and with that comes a lifetime of microscopic damages at the cellular level. And Lifeist has microcellular science, and CELF is an intensive super blend formula. It claims to boost energy at the cellular level. So with me is the COO of Lifeist and the CEO of Mikra, Faraaz Jamal. It's great to see you back here again.
That's amazing, Jane.
So CELF is the actual product,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's right.
And that replaces what, multivitamins? Like, how does this work exactly?
So it's actually a really great question. A lot of our customers right now, they email in, they phone in and things like that, and they ask what can CELF actually replace? And generally,
so you call it CELF.
Yeah.
CELF. Okay.
Yeah, it's CELF or CELF depending on how you want to go about it. But CELF can actually replace your multivitamins as long as you're not, majority of people take multivitamins for whole body health and wellness and things like that. I always like to say that CELF is actually the new modern multivitamin. It's meant to promote a healthy lifestyle as well as a healthy cellular system.
And I remember you explained that it works on the cells. And so, and we talked about hydration. That was one of the key things. So how does it work?
Yeah, so when you do ingest CELF, it moves through your gastric environment completely unchanged, and then it's all absorbed directly into your cells. And that's where our technology really shines. So we actually transport these nutrients directly into your cells, and then they create reactions that can boost your inflammatory responses, your immune system, basically get rid of your chronic fatigue, and that's where CELF really does shine. The majority of people out there right now take their multivitamins and they take their supplements and they're hoping to achieve more energy or achieve a better, just reduce some of that inflammation.
Better, yeah.
And CELF actually does that.
Now, you sold out 3 times.
Yes.
So apparently people are certainly willing to try. Are these repeat customers? Are they seeing successful results?
Yeah, so when we did push CELF out to the market, it was a pilot test. I really wanted to understand how people would feel when they took the product, and honestly, it tastes like medicine. It tastes like it's supposed to work, and it does. We just didn't anticipate that over literally 80% of our customers would come back and then continuously buy, and then we've also seen them buying for their families as well. Mm-hmm. So that's where that compounding effect has really come into play. So it's been really cool,
yeah.
But a little bit stressful as well to sell out 3 times.
Keep up with supply.
Yeah.
Is it a powder or a gel, or what is it?
It's a nutraceutical gel. So it's more like if you were to ingest peanut butter. It's that kind of type of consistency, and we're very different, and the reason why it's not a powder or anything else is because we use the active forms of the ingredients, so it doesn't get it doesn't get exposed to oxygen or anything like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And is it a once a day thing?
It's once a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're just now for sale on e-commerce.
Correct.
So are you thinking about expanding?
That's actually really well timed. We're actually in talks with a major retailer, so we're hoping to roll something out over the next couple of quarters, as well as a lot of chiropractor as well as spinal clinics have been reaching out as well. So, yeah, I think we'll be everywhere quite soon.
So, would you say this is more a pharmaceutical or a supplement?
I would say that we're closer to a pharmaceutical, and the major reason why is I always like to say CELF doesn't have any fairy dusting in it, and what I mean by that is we actually use clinically dosed levels of ingredients. So CELF has got ingredients that are backed by about 150 human clinical studies, and we don't skimp at all. So everything that's within the product is the same dosage amounts that are used in those clinical studies. You'll come across other supplements that will claim to boost energy and things like that, but they have like what we call trace ingredients, and then they usually just fortify the product with caffeine or some sort of stimulant, so you kind of feel like that jitteriness after, and you're like, oh, it's working. So we stray away from that completely, and then on top of that, we pair it with our technology, which makes sure that the actual products are absorbed directly into your cells.
And so what are some of the benefits? You mentioned just energy.
Yep.
What are those benefits, and who seems to benefit the most?
So that's actually a really good question, and energy is such a broad term. We basically like to say that if you're taking a nap midday, or like you're hitting that afternoon slump, or you're like throwing back tons and tons of coffee, this product is probably going to be the one for you. It's not a stimulant in the sense that like you're going to take it and then you're going to immediately just stop having coffee or something like that. It'll take about a week or two, and then suddenly you start to sleep a little bit better. You'll feel a little bit more rested. Some of that chronic fatigue that you may be having in the past will start to slowly fade away. And you'll start to feel healthier as like a human being.
Yeah, just like you want to go out and tackle the world. So
exactly, yeah.
How big do you think this product could get?
I always say that self is for everyone, but truthfully, the majority of individuals who are going to benefit are above 30. Like that's kind of that sweet spot. Once you hit 30, all of your like all-nighters at university or like all of those things like kind of catch up to you, and you hit that wall. Self is designed for everybody who's above 30.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Thanks so much, Faraaz, for coming back.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Thousands of people use Phantom every day to access DeFi, NFT, Metaverse, and GameFi decentralized applications. On Phantom, you can trade, lend, and borrow in a fully decentralized way with instant speed and near zero fees. Whether you're an artist or a collector, there's a rich and accessible NFT ecosystem to explore. Join your friends in the Metaverse for exciting digital experiences or play revolutionary Web3 games. Join Phantom today.
I have a question for you. Are you talking about your company, or are you being talked about? The internet is full of business owners that want your clients. So now imagine if the competition you have now becomes irrelevant. Imagine you didn't have to fight for clients because they are all coming to you. How would that change your business? This could be your reality, because that's what we do. We help you get the credibility that you deserve. My name is Rhonda Swan. I'm the founder and CEO of the Unstoppable Branding Agency. If you think you qualify to work with us, message me and apply today, and click on the link in this video. I look forward to meeting you. Don't forget to be unstoppable and stay wild.
Want to get linked to a really good investment? Everyone knows you have to be at the right place at the right time. So here's the deal. Link2 is that place. And when you sign up, you'll join an awesome community of investors with access to the world's leading private companies way before they go mainstream. Are you ready to get linked to? Our unicorns are waiting. Link2. Private investing made simple.
Coastal Capital focuses on equipment-based lending, lines of credit, and working capital. I founded my company based on the belief of partnerships. If we didn't have partnerships and trust and relationships, nothing would move forward. We really like to get to know the core of the client. We want to know who we're working with. We believe in a story, and that's why we call ourselves a story time lender. Coastal Capital is financing you can trust.
SKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SKUR. Visit sekur.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
SEEK Metaverse is a virtual reality platform with concerts from top artists like Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, The Killers. They digitally connect artists and athletes and other digital content creators directly to their fans in virtual worlds. And really one of the most successful Metaverse companies, I think, that's going on right now, Mary Spio, who is the CEO and founder of SEEK Metaverse. So great to see you again. And let's just start. I gave a little overview, but give me an overview of what SEEK is doing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're providing the tools for digital content creators, for artists and sports teams, et cetera, to be able to connect to their fans in the metaverse. And, we're probably one of the first that ever created this platform to allow artists and digital content creators to be able to do that, not just in our own proprietary metaverse, but also on Oculus, on HTC, and iOS, Android, and all of that.
Yeah, you were really one of the first groups that I had talked to that was kind of doing the metaverse. And I don't think even at the time we were saying metaverse, we were saying more like virtual reality, but that's basically what you were doing at the time.
Yeah. And what's interesting is I presented to Facebook back in, I think it was 2014 or 2015.
Oh, wow.
And I spoke specifically of the metaverse. We did an application where we talked about going beyond gaming and having people in these social environments, watching movies, watching concert, watching games. So if you think about where the metaverse is today, and you look at that presentation that we did to Facebook, Oculus, you will see that it's the vision that's being realized today.
Yeah, wow, how fascinating. I had no idea that you were working on this that long ago. So you just had a new show, debut live.
Yes.
So tell me about that show. How does that fit into the whole SEEK ecosystem?
So the Debut Live is an exclusive show, which is hosted and co-created by the Billboard head of hip hop music. So he created it as a show to interview different musical artists on their debut album. And we had The Game on there, who was with Kim Kardashian and, of course, has worked with Dr. Dre and 50 Cent and, a lot of different artists. And so that was a huge hit, being that he shared a lot of information that hasn't been shared before in terms of his relationship with Kim Kardashian. So it just really caught on fire. But how that fits in, when you think about the SEEK Metaverse, these are all virtual clubhouses that people can go into and they can meet with others, whether it's their avatars or their real person. But we've created this digital visualization of clubhouses, and people, whether it's through NFTs or fan experiences, can come and really be with their favorite artists.
Mm-hmm. And there have been a lot of metaverse companies kind of popping up over the past couple of years. How would you say SEEK is different from some of the newer ones?
A lot of what we see a lot of metaverse companies. We see some that are doing some serious stuff, but a lot are also what I consider three guys in a PPT, with some GIFs, and just really looking to capitalize on the metaverse experience and, ride the wave. But the legitimate ones that I see are building, in different ways. And how we differentiate is the fact that we have these realistic worlds that are, we bring the real world into the metaverse. Our focus is on mainstream adoption. I think a lot of the other companies are focused on building these new experiences and creating audiences to come to them. The problem with that and what they're doing is the fact that with any technology, if you don't have mainstream adoption, then the technology is not going to fly. So we've been this successful today because we're super focused on making the metaverse relevant. And that's our big differentiator, is that it's not just for a small subsect, but for everyone, to be part of the metaverse.
Do you worry about the competition, or do you think that that's better for the metaverse industry in general?
It's better for the metaverse industry in general because they're all building different things. And if you think about the internet today, the metaverse is the next iteration of the internet. Today, we have over 2 billion websites. We have tens of billions of devices that are connecting. One company cannot build the metaverse. I think that's why Facebook is supporting companies such as SEEK. Meta is supporting companies such as SEEK because they realize that one company cannot build the metaverse. So we welcome the legitimate companies that are building something, that are building utility for the metaverse. We're very excited about that.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. And what is the latest in metaverse? I mean, it seems like every day there's some new breakthrough or technology. What's the latest?
The latest that I see, I saw a recent article from Time Magazine. And when I see stuff like that, I think that it's validating that the time is coming. It's coming of age. The metaverse is coming of age when you're seeing places like Time Magazine cover it. So the latest is a lot of the mainstream media trying to connect the dots. I think I saw something on Rob Report also talking about what is the metaverse. So people are beginning to realize that it's not a phase, it's not something for a small group of gamers, but that this is how we're going to live, work, and play moving forward.
Yeah, so interesting. And what about SEEK? What's next with SEEK?
What's next with SEEK? We continue to do the land sale, and the land sale is really just the marketplace of the future, the app stores of the future. I talked about 2 billion apps that are being built. We couldn't possibly build it all by ourselves. And so we've opened the SEEK platform for other developers to be able to build their own applications of what they want to see in the world in SEEK. And we have the debut live. We have, some big artists coming up next. And we're just super, super excited that people are really taking to these VR clubhouses and the metaverse. And brands are also just equally excited about, dropping NFTs and airdrops and interacting with our users.
So just real quick, Mary, so for somebody who's kind of interested in this, but they don't even know where to begin, like I guess you start with VR headsets, right? And then an app, the SEEK app, and then that's how you enter the SEEK metaverse. That's what somebody needs to do. Okay.
Yeah, so if you have no idea what we're talking about, just go to the App Store, iOS or Android, download the SEEK app, and the SEEK is CEEK. You download the app, you see all these different venues, just enter it, and you can use your hand even on the phone to move around and see what's happening. And then to have the next level of experience, you could pick up a VR headset. We have our own VR headset. You could pick up the Oculus, which we recommend also, and be able to, experience. It's a phenomenal world. And once you try it, there's no going back. There's really no going back.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. I've been in it too, so I should really do it more because it is kind of a very unique experience. So
yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much, Mary. Great to have an update and look forward to the next one.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I always love coming on your show, Jane.
Thousands of people use Phantom every day to access DeFi, NFT, Metaverse, and GameFi decentralized applications. On Phantom, you can trade, lend, and borrow in a fully decentralized way with instant speed and near zero fees. Whether you're an artist or a collector, there's a rich and accessible NFT ecosystem to explore. Join your friends in the Metaverse for exciting digital experiences or play revolutionary Web3 games. Join Phantom today.
I have a question for you. Are you talking about your company or are you being talked about? The internet is full of business owners that want your clients. So now imagine if the competition you have now becomes irrelevant. Imagine you didn't have to fight for clients because they are all coming to you. How would that change your business? This could be your reality because that's what we do. We help you get the credibility that you deserve. My name is Rhonda Swan. I'm the founder and CEO of the Unstoppable Branding Agency. If you think you qualify to work with us, message me and apply today and click on the link in this video. I look forward to meeting you. Don't forget to be unstoppable and stay wild.
Want to get linked to a really good investment? Everyone knows you have to be at the right place at the right time. So here's the deal. Link to is that place. And when you sign up, you'll join an awesome community of investors with access to the world's leading private companies way before they go mainstream. Are you ready to get linked to? Our unicorns are waiting. Linked to. Private investing made simple.
Coastal Capital focuses on equipment-based lending, lines of credit, and working capital. I founded my company based on the belief of partnerships. If we didn't have partnerships and trust and relationships, nothing would move forward. We really like to get to know the core of the client. We want to know who we're working with. We believe in a story, and that's why we call ourselves a story time lender. Coastal Capital is financing you can trust.
SKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SKUR. Visit SKUR.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
Phixey is a club for cell phones, tablets, and laptop owners. It's full of benefits, including repairs, which most of us have been through. With me is Alexandra Poirier, who is the head of communications from Phixey, to tell us about the company. So let's just start. Give me an overview of what Phixey is doing, Alexandra.
So Phixey is a club for owners of cell phones, tablets, computers, laptops, and wearable devices, like AAA is for car owners.
Okay. So is Phixey like an insurance company for devices?
No, we are a club. We do not have monthly premiums, and there's no deductibles.
Okay. And so considering everybody has a cell phone, just about everybody, and a few other devices as well, is this a huge industry? I would think it would be an enormous industry.
Well, cell phones and tablets have become very expensive, some over $1,000. So let's say you purchase a cell phone for $1,200 and you break it and you need to get it fixed and it costs $400. Why wouldn't you? The problem is that $400 is still a lot of money.
And how much does an average repair cost?
Between $150 to $800, depending on the device. Tablets, smartwatches, laptops, they're even more.
Yeah, okay. And will Phixey fix it for free if you're a member?
Correct.
Okay. And is that a deductible? Is there anything else that you charge besides a membership fee?
No, because remember, we're not an insurance company, so there's no monthly premiums and no deductibles.
And so the monthly fee must be over $20 a month. How much is the monthly fee?
A cell phone membership is just $19.95 a year. If you were to break that down, it's $166 a month with no deductible. Phixey is about to revolutionize the cell phone repair and insurance industry. And by the way, create thousands of jobs. No longer will people have to worry about paying high repair prices, high premiums, and high deductibles.
And what is the difference between Phixey and, say, an insurance company?
Well, insurance companies charge a monthly premium of between $5 and $20. We have an annual fee of $19.95.
And are there other benefits besides the fixing of the phones or devices?
There are multiple benefits. In October, we will be launching Phixey Wireless, powered by T-Mobile. So members of Phixey will be able to receive unlimited talk and text for $10 a month. So no longer do they have to worry about high wireless fees, their devices breaking.
And then how does somebody sign up for Phixey?
You just go to Phixey.com, takes about a minute.
Okay, that's it, and pay, and that's they get you there. So, all right, anything else we need to know?
Phixey will soon be a household name. We are projected to have 20 million members in the next 2 years. As we continue to grow, we will be adding more benefits. We plan to make the world a better place by helping people save money on many aspects of their life. I just want to reiterate that a Phixey membership is just $19.95 a year, not a month, no deductibles, and if your device breaks, we will fix it for free.
And that is per device, the annual membership, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you so much, Alexandra,
Thank you.
for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Thousands of people use Phantom every day to access DeFi, NFT, Metaverse, and GameFi decentralized applications. On Phantom, you can trade, lend, and borrow in a fully decentralized way with instant speed and near zero fees. Whether you're an artist or a collector, there's a rich and accessible NFT ecosystem to explore. Join your friends in the Metaverse for exciting digital experiences or play revolutionary Web3 games. Join Phantom today.
Want to get linked to a really good investment? Everyone knows you have to be at the right place at the right time. So here's the deal. Link2 is that place. And when you sign up, you'll join an awesome community of investors with access to the world's leading private companies way before they go mainstream. Are you ready to get linked to? Our unicorns are waiting. Link2. Private investing made simple.
Coastal Capital focuses on equipment-based lending, lines of credit, and working capital. I founded my company based on the belief of partnerships. If we didn't have partnerships and trust and relationships, nothing would move forward. We really like to get to know the core of the client. We want to know who we're working with. We believe in a story, and that's why we call ourselves a story time lender. Coastal Capital is financing you can trust.
SKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SKUR. Visit SKUR.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
SKUR is a way to communicate for individuals or businesses in private with instant message, email, and with me is the CEO of SKUR, Alain Ghiai, to talk about, Alain, I mean, it seems like every week when we talk, there's another company, another hack, and now it's Signal, which was touted a few years ago as one of the more protected ones, but now there's been a hack there. So what do you know about that?
Yeah, so we've been talking about this for a long time. The reason why Signal became popular in February 2021 is when WhatsApp, Facebook, basically Meta now, decided to shut people's account unless they accept aggressive terms of use, which eventually they backtracked, but they still rolled it back forward. So whoever's using WhatsApp, you're accepting those aggressive terms that they basically can take your entire data and resell it. So people, you know, they say, okay, I'm going to Signal, they're rebels. But what they don't understand is that, okay, it's not Meta, but it's still hosted on AWS, so it's still big tech. As much as I respect Amazon tremendously, it is a good platform. But if you want privacy, that's not where you want to go. And the biggest flaw in this hack, which was 1,900 people that got hacked with text and Twilio, it's like a whole bunch of stuff mixed together in the article. It basically shows the flaw of having to give your phone number away when you download those apps. Because try to use any application and not give your phone number away. It just can't happen.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I mean, you've talked about that from the beginning, because I think we hear so much about emails and don't click on the weird emails and things like that. But the phone number, I mean, everybody asks for this. And that's a way for them to get into your data as well, the phone number.
It totally is. And I was reading an article, I don't know if it's on CNBC Online or Wall Street Journal, but it talks about 2 billion or trillion texts being sent. And you know how you had the junk mail thing? Now you have the spam on text. And how do they get your phone number? Well, you can buy phone numbers from the telecom company or other vendors, data vendors, for cheap. And what's happening is that if somebody has your phone number, forget about hackers, but a normal, good white hacker can get into your phone and data mine everything you have and also all your contacts, and then it's their contacts. So it's like a Trojan horse having your phone number away. We do things differently, as you know.
Okay, so let's explain that. So how does SKUR different then?
So if you have SKUR Messenger on its own or part of the SKUR application, which comes with email and messenger, first of all, we never require your phone number when you register. You have to create a username and a password. And when you buy that and then you download from iOS or Android after you bought it from us, you need to first go to our site. Then you log in with your username and password. Nobody knows that you're using it. So then people tell me, yeah, but how can I text other people? It's not a texting, it's an app like a WhatsApp or Signal. The difference is that it's closed loop, it's got a lot of privacy tool, and most of all the other application, you need the recipient to have the same app. If not, you can't communicate. We have that chat by invite, so you can text someone to chat with you even if they don't have SKUR. And that you can take from your address book, your phone book, it'll synchronize it, or just text anybody you know. Today we offer 61 countries. And the fact that you don't have to give your phone number away when you download the app or when you register with us, that means nobody can data mine you, essentially. They don't even know that you're using it, right? And even if they have what we call your SKUR number, because you're given a 6-digit SKUR number, and if somebody wants to add you, A, they need to have it, and B, even if they have it, you still need to accept them in your circle of SKUR contacts. So if you don't want to, or you don't recognize anyone, you just block them.
And then the economy there's this debate, are we in a recession? What is a recession? Going on here. And, today it's a Monday, August 22nd. China has implemented a second interest rate cut in, I think, a week. So that's a clear clue their economy is slowing down. There's talk about inflation in the UK. How is SKUR doing in this kind of, I think most people agree we're headed for a slowdown of some point. How is SKUR doing in navigating all of this?
Those are good points. So first of all, when you lock down your entire country, you're like China did, you're going to have to put stimulus. And if you can't, spend trillions of dollars, you reduce your rates. I don't think it's going to do much. In terms of the inflation, really quickly, I think those inflation are labor inflation, so shortage of labor. I'm sure in New York City, I know people who own businesses and they tell me they have to hire people and pay them a lot more. I think that's going to peak by Q1 of next year. But commodities like wheat and other things, aluminum, etc. In fact, if you listen to CNBC, I watch a lot Cramer, Jim Cramer is a person I've been watching for 30 years. He talks about all these companies like Coca-Cola and all, the aluminum pricing are going down. So they're going to be more profitable because the raw material is going down. But we don't see it because you and I go to a restaurant and we pay a lot more for food. But that will abate. I think it's more labor. In our business, we have had amazing revenue growth. In July was the best month of the whole company history, and August so far is up 45% compared to July. We had a tweet I think over the weekend on Twitter about real estate. Everybody's talking about real estate going to crash, and most likely the mortgage brokers, the independent one, 2/3 of them are going bankrupt. But we put a tweet that says there's no recession in email hacking, right? And people still need to use email, whether there's a recession or not. And more than ever, you need to protect your valuable data. Whatever asset you have, and your business data is the most valuable asset, you need to protect it. So in our business, we don't see a recession. It's explosive growth. We keep seeing growth every quarter. And, we don't charge that much. I mean, if you're a business, are you going to really try to save $1 a month or $2? No, you can't afford it, because if your data gets stolen, you can lose millions of dollars. But generally inflation, there's always like 1 month when the market is down, people panic. In October, it's going to be inflation is down and the market will probably go up, then go down and up. I think these are labor inflation. Raw material, I think, is going down. But the interest rates, I think, in the Western world are going up. And, we've seen the price of real estate softening up. So these are adjustment periods. And if you're a long-term investor, like I am, like you are, you shouldn't worry about the next 6 months or 12 months. As far as SKUR, the growth just keeps going. And we haven't even talked about businesses. We're going to launch to small, medium businesses. And we have some enterprise feature, which we will discuss next week, that will target enterprise and businesses to protect themselves even more. Hackers don't have recession. People still need to use email. So that's what's good about our business.
Yeah. Well, no, I would think as a business owner, with the inflation and the labor and all these things going on, the last thing you want is some kind of hack into your data. So,
yes.
To take the precautions there would seem like it would eliminate a lot of stress down the road.
And I want to say one last thing, because we get like 99% of our revenue in US dollars, and the US dollar is going up, as a Canadian issuer, which most of our expenses are in USD now, because the marketing is in USD, but we do have some expense in Canadian. We're reporting Canadian dollar. This is an amazing thing for us. The US dollar is strong, and it's going to be strong for a while. So yeah, you don't want to save $10 to be hacked. B, in our business, people still are going to send emails.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks so much, Alain. Look forward to catching up next week.
Thank you, Jane. Thanks, everyone, for watching. See you next week.
Thousands of people use Phantom every day to access DeFi, NFT, Metaverse, and GameFi decentralized applications. On Phantom, you can trade, lend, and borrow in a fully decentralized way with instant speed and near zero fees. Whether you're an artist or a collector, there's a rich and accessible NFT ecosystem to explore. Join your friends in the Metaverse for exciting digital experiences or play revolutionary Web3 games. Join Phantom today.
Want to get linked to a really good investment? Everyone knows you have to be at the right place at the right time. So here's the deal. Link2 is that place. And when you sign up, you'll join an awesome community of investors with access to the world's leading private companies way before they go mainstream. Are you ready to get linked to? Our unicorns are waiting. Link2. Private investing made simple.
Coastal Capital focuses on equipment-based lending, lines of credit, and working capital. I founded my company based on the belief of partnerships. If we didn't have partnerships and trust and relationships, nothing would move forward. We really like to get to know the core of the client. We want to know who we're working with. We believe in a story, and that's why we call ourselves a story time lender. Coastal Capital is financing you can trust.
SEKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SEKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SEKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SEKUR. Visit SEKUR.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
At the New York Stock Exchange, and CEO Craig Peters joins me now. And Craig, tell me about your journey to the IPO.
Well, it starts, I guess, 27 years ago when we were founded. It's a business that is a great business. It's a business that has a tremendous product that our customers need and value. It has a product that has an impact in the broader world at its best. And, it's a business that's highly profitable. And it's one that we're excited to bring back to the public markets because, as you and I were talking before, it allowed us to raise about $1 billion in capital, which allows us to retire both preferred investments that we had on our balance sheet as well as some debt, and puts the company into really strong financial footing to be able to use its profitability as well as its balance sheet to pursue all the opportunities that we see in front of us. It's taken us a bit of time to get this transaction complete. The world has been, a complex place as it continues to throw things at everybody. But I think it starts with the strength of the business. You have a great business with real customers, real revenues, real profits. And I think those businesses shine in any environment. So.
And you mentioned the influx of cash that you get from the IPO, but there are other advantages to being a publicly listed company as well, like in terms of just the prestige and marketing. And talk to me about why some of that outweighs some of the headaches of being a public company as well.
Yeah, well, I think today's an example of that. I get to talk to you and tell you about our great company, and I know there's customers out there that will listen to that. And ringing the bell today was something that that I think puts our brand and our company out onto an even broader platform that it already is. I think we're a well-established brand, but we can always grow that and grow it geographically and grow it into new customer segments. But I also think it's a day that as a company we get to celebrate. I get the opportunity now to craft equity plans for our staff and to allow them to participate in this business, which as a private company you can do, but on a fairly limited basis. As a public company, we can allow much broader participation, and I'm excited to do that because at the end of the day, it's not me. It's 1,700 employees. It's 300 content partners. It's almost 500,000 contributors that really create the success of Getty Images. And I'm happy to be able to kind of broaden out that reward.
Yeah, well, I had no idea. 500,000 contributors. You would need people all over the globe, I assume.
Yeah, you do. You do. I was at a sporting event just a few days ago, and the individual in front of me was actually one of our contributors. So I got a real live focus group there.
So, and you're getting into NFTs too. So you're kind of looking ahead to the future and digital images. Like, explain that part of your strategy.
Well, I think it's looking into the future. We've always been very innovative and trying to think about not just like innovation in a technology sense, but innovation in the content that we produce and how we represent things and how we cover events. But Web 3.0 is coming. What form is it going to take? I'm not going to sit here and tell you I understand it all and know exactly what form it's going to take. But I do know one thing. I do know that people's passions will carry forward into Web 3.0. People's passions existed pre-internet. They existed in Web 1.0 and Web 2.0, and they're going to exist in Web 3.0. And our content allows people to connect with their passions, whether that's music or sport or history or photography itself. And so, we can really use our content and our capabilities to allow for that in this Web 3.0, either on a direct basis, and we announced a partnership with Candy Digital to do that, or indirectly through our existing customers and partners. So, one of the more prominent NFT offerings out there is the NBA's Top Shots in partnership with Dapper Labs. We're supplying content into that. So, we're always, trying to make sure that we're allowing people to connect with their passions, connect with the audiences that they're trying to connect to. And our content's been a constant medium for that to happen. So I fully expect it to be a medium for that in 3.0.
Yeah, no, and I think you're like a lot of people. We know it's coming. We don't know how it's going to look exactly, how we're going to interact with Web 3.0, but I think there's enough technology working on it. There's something there.
There's something there, and if there's anything that we've learned as a business over the last 3 to 4 years, don't try to over predict, because you're likely going to be wrong. But be ready for the opportunities. Be prepared for the opportunities as they present themselves, or even the challenges, and turn them into opportunities. And so, yeah, we're excited about Web 3.0 and what it can mean for us, and we'll surf that wave as it presents itself.
Okay, so we've talked about NFTs, and then your new future is a public company. What else do you think that Getty Images may be having in the near future? What's kind of your strategy?
Well, the strategy is, some people might find this boring, but it starts with great content. Mm-hmm. Produce great content. Our customers buy our content to connect with end audiences. they could be a media company that needs to, have coverage of what's happening in Ukraine or on Capitol Hill or at a sporting event. Or it could be a brand that's trying to connect with a certain demographic, a certain target customer, or with their existing customers. And we need to stay really focused on that to allow them to have the right visuals to do that in a meaningful way, in an authentic way, in a new way that actually stands out in a really crowded visual landscape. And so, we're going to show up every day coming in to try to do that really well. Now, we can do that for more customers. We can do that in more geographies, right? We can do that in video increasingly. We can do it, in the NFT space or in Web 3.0. But, if our imagery doesn't stand out, cut through, create an impact, then all that stuff goes away, because that's the real end of the day. It's not about an image. It's about the right image that makes an impact and engages with an audience in a new way. I was just talking with some bank colleagues, bankers. They've been a bit closer to me than normal through this transaction. And if you think about a bank, it's not selling you, a businessman. It's selling you trust, right? It's not selling you a businesswoman. It's selling you integrity. And so that's what our imagery is trying to convey, to allow them to connect with those audiences that ultimately they can build their brand and build their businesses around.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing because with all the technology and everything we've got, it still comes down to the product.
It does.
It's like with everything, Getty Images or food or whatever. So
I use the food analogy all the time. I'm like, if we were selling hamburgers, it better taste good. And, it starts there. I don't care, what your, experience is. We wrap it in a great customer experience, but you got to have a great burger. And I think Getty Images has the very best burgers within the visual imagery space. So,
well, Craig, congratulations on this and best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thousands of people use Phantom every day to access DeFi, NFT, Metaverse, and GameFi decentralized applications. On Phantom, you can trade, lend, and borrow in a fully decentralized way with instant speed and near zero fees. Whether you're an artist or a collector, there's a rich and accessible NFT ecosystem to explore. Join your friends in the Metaverse for exciting digital experiences or play revolutionary Web3 games. Join Phantom today.
Want to get linked to a really good investment? Everyone knows you have to be at the right place at the right time. So here's the deal. Link2 is that place. And when you sign up, you'll join an awesome community of investors with access to the world's leading private companies way before they go mainstream. Are you ready to get linked to? Our unicorns are waiting. Link2. Private investing made simple.
Coastal Capital focuses on equipment-based lending, lines of credit, and working capital. I founded my company based on the belief of partnerships. If we didn't have partnerships and trust and relationships, nothing would move forward. We really like to get to know the core of the client. We want to know who we're working with. We believe in a story, and that's why we call ourselves a story time lender. Coastal Capital is financing you can trust.
SKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SKUR. Visit SKUR.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
Welcome everyone to your Secure Privacy and Security segment. I'm Anna Berry, along with the CEO of Sekur Private Data, Alain Ghiai. Welcome, Alain.
Thanks, Anna. Happy to be here. Hello to our viewers.
Well, I was just talking with you earlier about the fact that I just deleted my TikTok. I just deleted my Snapchat. I'm holding on to my Instagram and my Facebook, but they probably are coming next. But the policy terms are always changing, and it just seems like they're taking more and more of our data, and they're wanting to share it with more and more people I don't want having my personal information. So let's dive into that and see how we can find some solutions and protection for our data.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, Snap is a public company. Their stock has been tanking a lot lately because of lack of revenue. So that tells you whenever they data mine you, in fact, Snap was supposed to be, they were looking at doing ads or whatever. These companies essentially data mine your data. Then they find a way to monetize it, meaning they want to make money from your data. Actually, our company completely terminated our corporate Facebook and Instagram accounts not too long ago. I haven't been in Facebook in close to a decade, I think. I don't think I have an Instagram account, but if I do, it's non-existent. So what happens is these companies that offer you something for free essentially need to make money because it costs money to have employees and to have those machines. So what they do is they just sell your data. And now, not only that, they're going to basically collect whatever is around you, all your surrounding and your friends or whoever you're next to, and they'll basically triangulate and they'll make correlations. So if you're doing a certain activity, for example, and other people are doing that activity, then they'll be able to sell stuff related to that activity to the users. You know, I'm just thinking if you go to a spin class, for example, that would be the case. And then, you know, spin companies can buy that data and push that to you. In the meantime, your privacy, your private life is now in the public eye, not only to these companies that data mine you, but to the hackers and anybody else that wants to snoop in. So what we offer, as you know, in SKUR, we have the SKUR Messenger. Now, it is a paid system. It costs $5 a month for an individual, but you can also chat with someone who doesn't have the SKUR Messenger. The way to do it is you use chat by invite. You can basically synchronize your phone book on your phone. When you start a chat, it'll tell you, do you want to chat with someone that's in your contacts or somebody completely new? And we just launched 61 countries now where you can text someone to. So if you have somebody in India that you want to talk to and you have some privacy you want to discuss, now you can text someone in India and that person can click on the link and chat with you in privacy. So we're not something like Snap or these kind of Facebook Messenger, because we're all about privacy and security. And that's probably one way where, you know, if you want to chat with people, well, obviously don't use Snapchat or any of these big tech. If you want to just have fun and look at jokes, that could be it. But then bear in mind the location and data mine you.
Well, and let's also talk about email, because I'm an independent contractor. I send W-9s all the time. That's my business ID, my social security number. Well, not anymore because I have secure mail. So I send it through that. But so many people out there just send it at a moment's notice with no hesitation. How dangerous is that?
Well, Cisco system, which is a huge company, just got breached because their employees were using Gmail. That's an example that this happens to large corporations and definitely to people like you. So if you have a secure email, the concept of email is that when you send an email to somebody that's not part of your network, like if you go from secure to a non-secure user, that email is going to be read by the recipient's ISP or service provider. Whereas with us, if you use Secure Send, which is the feature that sends a notification, like your W-9 and your social security, your taxes, you want to send it to your accountant, right? The accountant probably has Microsoft or Google. That's a fact. Or something of that sort with their domain on it. So you want to send it using Secure Send, because Secure Send lets you send an email to your accountant saying, hi, it's Anna, click here to view my email. Then you have all the attachments that you can put without crowding his or her mailbox, which is a great feature. You can upload a ton of stuff. And at the same time, your accountant can read that email, download your tax form, your W-9, etc., and use secure reply to reply back to you in full privacy without having to buy SKUR. And that thing basically makes it that none of the communication leaves our servers in Switzerland. Now, we just launched our secure mail application. The iPhone version works really well, I hear. The Android is being tweaked a little bit more to be more user-friendly. It'll be done in the next 2-3 weeks. And then you can basically buy a SKUR, either the full secure mail, download the app, and when you use the app, you can click secure send or regular secure. It's an amazing tool, and I use it all the time when I deal with banker, lawyer, accountants, all of that.
And it's for the individuals as well as the large corporations.
Absolutely. Individuals pay less because they usually don't have their own domain. If you're a small business all the way to a big enterprise, but we try to help a lot of SMBs that don't have the gazillions of dollars for IT department. You know, small businesses are the, lifeblood of the US economy. There's 30 million small businesses. We want to provide to small businesses something that normally the big companies can afford. So if you're an SMB and you want to have your own domain, you can buy the business version, port your domain with us. I mean, we've had the other day somebody from GoDaddy that just went to us, very happy. I mean, there's always people porting their domain to us, and that costs $15 for the combo messenger email. If you just want email, it's $10 a month. You get 100 gig of storage, 100 gigabyte. That's quite a lot. It's more than any other provider that you can get out there that has any form of security. And you get the privacy as well and some cool features.
Well, it goes back to the question, how much is your privacy worth, right? These are upfront costs, and they are extremely affordable in today's world with this very large threat that we have of data breaching. So as always, learning so much about you, and these are real life issues. We're just hoping to change the mindset of our viewers to be more aware and use the secure products as well. Definitely. And to our viewers out there that don't have a secure account yet, I'd like to throw out the promo code SEKUR15, SEKUR15. I've noticed lately a lot of people are using it, so that's nice. That means we've got a lot of viewers. And basically you get 15% off for the whole year. I would recommend buy that as a side. You can still use your big tech email for your regular, gym membership or whatever you do, and your newsletter and your food delivery, because everybody requires your email. So you have no choice. You have to give an email, but I wouldn't give away my secure email to that. I'd give away a free email system. And that way, because emails are sold a lot and resold in the US. So yeah, use SEKUR15, get 15% off. And tell all your friends, because if you want to talk about sensitive subject or email articles about sensitive subject, I would recommend everybody to have SEKUR or send it through Secure Send so nobody can read it but the recipient and yourself. There you have it. All right. Thank you so much for this, Alain. Thanks, Anna. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
SKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SKUR. Visit SKUR.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.